First, the USDA's Justice for All non-discriminatory statement, which simply states that all persons must be treated equally without regard to their race, color, national origin, sex, religious creed, disability, age, political beliefs, or reprisal or retaliation for prior civil rights activity, and that our institution provides an inclusive space for all. For more information on the And Justice for All statement, please visit the USDA's website.
Hello everyone, my name is Brian from FCHS, Rutgers Cooperative Extension of Gloucester County, here with a quick lesson today on kitchen safety. Alright, so our first tip is as far as food prep surfaces go, we want to make sure that we keep food preparation surfaces like cutting boards, counters clean, since they are breeding grounds for bacteria. If you're using a cutting board and a knife to cut raw meat, fish, or poultry, be sure to clean and sanitize the surface before using it again. One thing that people do is they keep two cutting boards, one for raw foods and one for ready-to-eat foods. That way you prevent cross-contamination. Next tip is to cook foods thoroughly. The safest bet is to invest in a meat thermometer and test for doneness. So what happens is when meat is exposed to air, bacteria immediately begins to develop. So for that reason, hamburgers must always be cooked through, while a steak may be safer to eat medium rare. But this is where a meat thermometer is really going to come in handy. As far as storing raw meat and refrigeration, you do want to make sure to store raw meat and uncooked food on a lower shelf of your refrigerator. This will prevent it from any drippings going on fresh, uncooked raw foods. And it's also important that you want to keep your refrigerator at 40 degrees Fahrenheit or less. One thing you might want to do is keep your eggs off of the door and actually near the back of the refrigerator where temperatures are the coldest. And finally, properly refrigerated food can be eaten within 3 to 5 days. But if you're not sure and it may have been longer, it's always safe to throw it out just in case. All right, as far as defrosting goes, there are 4 ways to safely defrost. The first one is overnight in the refrigerator. The next one is you can put it in a bowl of cold water, but it is important to change the water every 30 minutes so it gets properly defrosted. The third way is using the microwave to defrost. And finally, certain foods can be defrosted as they are cooked. Now, the one that's not on here that we should never do, never leave frozen meat out on the countertop to defrost, as that's going to create a lot more bacteria and will not be safe to consume. All right, and our last kitchen safety tip is to make sure you have clean hands before you start cooking and any time during your prep when you may be cross-contaminating 2 things. So you always want to make sure to wash your hands in hot, soapy water for at least 20 seconds. If you're teaching kids how to do it, one tip is to sing the ABCs as they wash their hands. And one more tip is when you're doing your dishes, either an automatic dishwasher works great, or if you're using a sink, always allow them to air dry. This is because damp dish towels can also harbor quite a bit of bacteria. All right, that's it for our quick lesson today. Make sure to stay tuned for the rest of the week. We're going to be posting some more lessons for everyone. All right, thanks again.